Keith here. Dr. Jeff and Dr. Adrian are away, so I will be doing this week's video. Due to the crazy weather we've been having, I'm sure most of you had to shovel some snow, so I decided to make today's video on shoveling snow and how to not hurt yourself. First, you want to make sure you have a right-sized shovel. You want your shovel to be tall enough to minimize the bending in your back, and you also want it to be light enough to carry, so perhaps a plastic shovel might be better, or one with a smaller scoop. Another thing you need to consider is to dress appropriately. Usually what will happen is when you're too cold, your muscles tighten up, and then when you start shoveling, you are more likely to pull a muscle. So it's best to wear light layers that you're comfortable moving around in while staying warm. Also wear a hat, as most of your body heat comes from the head, and wearing proper footwear like boots and gloves is important to keep your feet and hands warm and dry. So now we'll go outside, I'll get dressed, and show you guys the proper form to avoid injury, what not to do, and some stretches to help. I'll see you out there. So I'm all dressed up, warm and comfortable. I have a hat, warm gloves. My shovel is a good size for me as I do not have to bend over too much. Now you want to hold the shovel with your hands further apart for a greater mechanical advantage. Makes it a lot easier to lift the snow. So I'll show you up here how it's done properly. So you want to keep your shovel close to your body and not have your arms extended. Puts a lot more stress on the shoulders there. I find it much easier to actually push the snow rather than lift and walk over to the place to unload it. So it's really good to push the snow. You want to have a good posture. So this means having your back straight with a proud chest, keeping your core engaged. And then once you've found a good place to unload the snow, here's where you have to lift it. Again, having that back straight is crucial, and lifting from your legs will reduce any injury. So you really want to avoid any twisting motion when you're lifting. So here, using my legs up and just throw off to the side. Here, see, if you're off to the side here, you don't want to do any twisting motion, as it could really strain the muscles in the back. So if you're ever off to the side, you want to lift, use your feet, and then now I'm nice and straight, I'll throw off to the side. And now you could be out here for a while, so if there's a big snowfall, you could be out here for about an hour. So take frequent breaks if you're feeling tired. You don't want to overexert yourself. Do some stretching, drink lots of water to stay hydrated. And those stretches really focus on, the affected muscles, so the legs, low back, shoulders. So I'll show you a stretch here that you can do to kind of relieve the low back, because that's usually where the problem occurs. So we're going to have, lean over, try and touch your toes as much as you can. If you're really feeling the hamstrings in your low back there, to really increase it, you can go off to one side, kind of focus on that, and just make sure that your body is nice and straight, and then off to the other side again. Yeah, and if you hold that about 10 seconds and repeat it about 2 to 3 times, muscles should be feeling nice and loose. If you do get hurt, you know where to get treated at Goldsworthy. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at jgoldsworthy@goldsworthywellness.com. And I'm Keith, I've got your back.